We'll see. I think we're back. Yes, I think we are back. It is all of the doll speak. Thank you, Crimars. Super appreciated for gifting a tier 1 to Brittany Peanut. That is so sweet of you. The dolls. The dolls took Chris. This is not Chris. This is an imposter Chris. This is...
Hello, I am Chris.
The invasion of the body snatchers. So, I need to tell you my Predator story. It's important.
Did it come back okay?
Yeah, I think it's fine. And it says we have no viewers, but hopefully that's not true. Oh, and it restarted the session? Oh, that's annoying. Are we here?
No, it says it. Yeah, I think we're good.
No, I'm saying it's annoying for our time. Like, just so that when we look up there, it's now something different, you know?
Oh, well, let's use a clock like everyone else.
Not all of these devices that we have in front of us. It's Eloise. She looked up from her nap and froze the stream. So, the Predator story is... Wait, are we disconnected? No, I think I still were here. Yoda said this is why you feel... Oh, I meant to actually... Just for now, I want to remove... watch out, Chris. Hold on. I'm moving. I wanted to remove this. Look, my little amiibo up there. That's a nice spot for them I can use. So I'm going to just remove Eloise Camp from over there for a little...
Eloise, look at her side
I had to close
profile.
Twitch, then come back, said Patsy.
Okay, so did you tell your story?
No, I'm starting right now. When I was younger, as you all know, I was not a fan of scary movies, and what I did like was men. And the reason that's important is because I genuinely enjoyed the movie Terminator a lot. Even though it's like a little bit on the verge of like, maybe not horror, but it's a little bit scary for a young kid to watch. But I remember absolutely falling in love with Arnold's ass, because in the very beginning of the movie, he gets blasted down into Earth.
Yeah, well, he did all those squats. I mean,
yeah, he had the
bubble butt.
No, he had like a body by Arnold or something. Maybe I'm making that up.
Body yaddy yaddy.
He gets zapped into a pavement in the middle of wherever they are in the 1980s from the future immediately, and he's buck naked, and he's walking around buck naked looking for Sarah Connor. And that was when my eyes popped out, and I was like, I'm gay, and I like Arnold. And that led me to then ultimately watching Predator because of Arnold.
Wait, I agree, Steve. I think that Terminator 2 is better than 1.
Yeah, absolutely. But I also think it's very good. And I also think
1
Aliens
is still good.
Is better than Alien. But again, both iconic movies. And so I ended up watching Predator, just off the sheer fact that I get to watch more of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And in Predator, it's a very uncomfortable movie because they're always being hunted by the Predator, by this creature. And I had watched it enough where I knew the way the Predator looks with the little things that he takes out. And the whole thing absolutely creeped me the F out. And I used to think genuinely that at some point, like, what if the Predator comes around to us? Like, what would we do? These are thoughts that I had in my head. What would we do? And
like, invite him in, serve him tea. What sort of utensils would he use to eat with that mouth?
He had that crazy flippy technology where he pressed the little button. So I bet he would be doing stuff with that or something.
Like, what do you think? Would he be a spork type of person with that mouth? Maybe
I think a blender. Like, he would blend his food and then drink it. That's
like a straw. But the straw, he wouldn't drink it with his lips because it'd never get suction. He would have to put it in the back of his throat.
He would. The 4 parts would come together and squeeze really tight.
I feel like that's asking for leakage of the air.
I think you can get a lot of control.
I think he could put it in the back of his throat and then close his throat and drink through.
We don't know what's going on in the back of his throat. Like,
I'm
if
just
he has
guessing.
those muscles.
But
if he
chopsticks would maybe be good too, because if you had chopsticks and then he could just open wide mouth and then drop the food in.
He had very long nails, and I think that the chopsticks would be a little bit uncomfortable for him. Maybe a big spoon. I think a really big spoon, like a wooden spoon. Scoop and drop. Baby bird style.
But
Mama
I think
bird style.
when you eat, I'm just thinking, when you eat with a fork or a spoon, don't you kind of clean the fork off with like either like your lips? How am I thinking of that? Because that's not going to work for him.
No, but
because he's got this, and so how are you doing? How are you cleaning off? That's not the utensil for him.
Which, the spoon?
The spoon.
But there are no more utensils, Chris.
I think they're either going to have to invent something, or he's going to use chopsticks, or he's just going to eat through like intravenously.
Maybe, because he's very technological. The question is about me watching movies in Greek. Tongs
could work.
Those could work.
Tongs would definitely work.
When I was in Greece, living there before I came to America, and I was around 6 or 7, I would say that I did not watch movies in America. It's when I came to America that I started watching American movies. So, like, if I watched The Predator, it was probably between 8 to 10 or whatever, whenever that movie had come out. And my brother had a VHS of it that I guess he borrowed from my cousins. When we first came to America, we didn't really have much. So we were sort of mooching off our families who were here, one particular family who was here. So when we moved to that doll house, this is all going to connect. When we moved to the house with the dolls,
also known as the dollhouse,
I used to deep down in the core of my body wonder, is this house haunted? You know, like, is something going to happen here?
That's your brain preparing you for when it is haunted.
Okay, great. Exactly. That's terrifying to a child who's going into middle school at some point soon. And I remember feeling very, very, very scared of just the night. Like, when it's a complete darkness, I did not like the night. I did not like when I couldn't see in the hallways. It scared the crap out of me. And we had one very long hallway where a lot of parts of the house would sort of come out of. The whole house could be walked through in that hallway. I have like a tater tot hair, like right here. And I remember having to go to the bathroom once, and the bathroom was in between the two ends of the hallway. This end was the kitchen. This end was our bedroom. The bathroom was right here. And I walked out of our bedroom all the way to the bathroom, did my thing, came back out. And then as I looked over to the kitchen, I swore in my heart of hearts, in my brain holes, my eye holes, that I saw 2 red eyes looking back at me, which were the predator eyes.
Also known as the microwave clock.
Yeah.
It's like 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock, and he's like, I see the double zeros. It's coming for me.
Yeah. But they were not numbers. They were dots, very specifically dots. And
maybe your burrito was finally done, and it said 00 on the timer, and the buzzer wasn't working. And you could have eaten your burrito at that time, but instead you spiraled.
I would never have eaten a burrito at that time.
I would have.
No. Like, I basically ate grilled cheese and fries for my whole life. So, like, I didn't explore foods outside.
Maybe your brother was going to eat a burrito.
No, my brother was passed out snoring. I remember him.
Because his burrito took too long to make, and he missed it.
And then my mom, you think my mom would have allowed a burrito in the house when she probably cooked all of that delicious Greek food?
Listen, you said you only eat grilled cheese. Why is a burrito so far?
No, I'm saying for everyone else in the household, she would have cooked probably macaronada. She probably could have cooked.
I know, but listen, moms need a day off every so often. And if she wants to give you a burrito and have that as an option, and your brother happened to find the last burrito in the freezer, put it in the microwave. It took god awful long to make. He fell asleep. The double zeros on the timer went off. The microwave happened to break at that time, so the buzzer didn't go off. And then you missed your opportunity to eat that burrito.
So you know how there's fear involved in the story? This has sucked out all of the fear associated with the story for
That's
me.
what I'm good at doing.
And I'm no longer scared. Thank you for curing me of this. I'm walking back towards my bedroom, and I see a what do they call it? Like an armoire, like an old a closet that's. Think of Beauty and the Beast's drawers woman.
Oh,
She opens
what is she, an armor?
whatever that word is. I guess an armoire.
Yeah.
Like she opened whatever. We have one of those.
Which that was a little bit of like a flasher situation.
100% flasher. Yes, totally. Hi, too shy for you. Thanks for resubscribing for 13 months. Yeah, we also had internet issues.
Thanks,
as
Too
well.
Shy for you. 13 months on Friday the 13th.
Oh, something scary is gonna happen.
Holy cow.
So I opened up, this is what I did. I opened up the armoire, which blocked the view to the hallway.
Out of sight, out of mind. Don't want to deal with it.
And then I sat there, like I stood there for a moment, and I'm like, what do I do? If the predator is there, this door is clearly not going to stop this person, this thing. So what do I do? How am I going to save my family? How am I going to save? We had a bird. How am I going to save the bird? How are we going to save everything? How is this going to happen? And I remember vividly in this moment stopping and basically praying to whatever mysterious god.
The mole people in the sky.
Yeah, which at the time I didn't know were the mole people in the sky. Like
But
we were
just
Greek.
you're sending out vibes and hoping somebody's snatching them up.
We're Greek, and so we believed in whatever Greek people believe in, which I still don't really know. And so I'm just throwing it out there.
The
that
holy gyro.
It's the holy gyro. If in the event that there is in fact someone out there listening to me, this is what I propose. I'm saying to them. I'm like negotiating. I'm like, I would like.
They're like, this isn't a negotiation. You got to deal with your own shit.
I said I would like for. We always call those chiff robes. I don't know what that means. I said I would like for me to not die tonight, including my family, and to negotiate that properly. What I'm going to say to you, mole person in the sky, is I would like for the predator to come back in the year 2010. Wait till then, I said, in my brain, and then I'll be ready to fight the predator, because then I'll be an adult. I'll be like, I used to take karate, so I probably in my mind thought that I was going to be like some sort of master, and that I'm ready to fight the predator in 2010. That's what I remember
he'll be
negotiating.
starved by then because nobody's yet invented an eating utensil that works for him. Mm-hmm. That's the thought process.
And so what ended up happening is I did not fight the predator, and I won. It worked.
You'll be fully satiated because you'll finally get that damn burrito.
Stupid burrito. In 2010, by the way, there was no predator.
There wasn't, but I got roped into this somehow. I'm like, I'm not ready. I haven't been training. Now I'm living with you.
I will say in all of 2010, I did feel like pangs of nervousness for most of 2010 because I felt like, what if this is the year that he comes? But I want to say something before we move on to some stuff. I feel like the fact that I prayed, let's call that, because I didn't pray to a person or a thing or whatever. I just spoke these words in my brain out loud. I imagine that when people do something like that,
if there is a God, he's probably like, I don't have time for this shit.
No, what I'm saying is if people,
like, this guy literally is looking at a microwave lamp and he's asking to bring back something that doesn't exist in 2010 so he can prep for it. He's like, this is not my time.
I imagine that if people are doing that and then not having something happen, which would have happened anyway, is enough to make these people feel like that's because of the mole person in the sky. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say here, that ultimately, because the predator didn't come, because he wasn't there in the first place, I could have been converted into being this person who thinks that, oh my God, I believe.
I know that I'm poking fun, but I have to say I absolutely love this story, and you can tell it to me a million times because I always get joy from hearing it. Always. It never gets old because I always find a new angle from it, and it's just really.
This is the first time you brought up the burrito angle. Every other time you've said other things, but this was the first burrito.
Well, you never know what's going to come out of my brain.
Did a microwave appear? No. I will say in 2010, I did go back to school for the first time in 2009, I should say.
Did you ever bring burritos to lunch?
No, I didn't eat burritos.
They're so good, though. Burritos are great.
In high school, I graduated in 2001, and I did not go back to college until 2010, essentially, 2009. And I feel like that had something to do with that. you know?
Could be. You were
Yeah.
just preparing. You've prepared your body. Now you were preparing your mind.
Oh, the chifforobe is the thing that we called an armoire. That's what it was. It's basically a lot of houses in Greece have these because they don't have closet space, so they end up using a lot. And I'm generalizing, but the houses that I've been to in Greece have a lot of these sort of armoires things that are huge, like the things that are in the Beauty and the Beast, where they open up, they have a bunch of drawers in there and like places where you could put stuff and all of that, you know?
Oh, thanks, Sandy Cat. And
Thank you.
Shelly, you don't have to apologize that you're late. Just that you showed up is awesome. And
Yeah.
we have internet issues too, so you're in good company.
Cobra Kai karate. No, I took very specifically, I took Taekwondo, and sad story is that we were very unwealthy. And so the fact that I even got to participate in that was like a big deal. And ultimately, I never got my black belt, even though my next test was my black belt test, because we didn't have the money to afford doing the test. It was this ridiculous like $500 fee to like, so they say, fly someone in from South Korea to like take the test, you know, have them watch me do the test or whatever it was. And so I was the bigger sort of person in all of it. And I sort of just said to my parents, I'm like, look, I'm over karate. I don't want to be here anymore. But I think deep down I felt bad for myself because I feel
Was this
like
after the Predator?
was
You
this
were willing
after the Predator
to give up a black belt after the Predator.
Yes, it was after the Predator.
You know, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say there's a new perspective. It could be that the burrito is a lie and that it was in fact the Predator. But it's kind of like one of those Grinch stories where it's like his heart grew 3 times big and it breaks the mold. And then because you made that sacrifice of like, I know my parents can't afford it, I'm not going to have them get me the black belt. The Predator was like, I'm not coming after this guy.
He was like, this
he's
poor
like
loser.
And so
This poor loser.
he's like, yeah, I think you're right. I think he did say this poor loser now that I'm.
I know. I'm just kidding. Cobra Kai, I heard, is absolutely remarkable. Karate Kid, I loved when I was younger. Karate is the like big term picture we use, or big term phrase we use for martial arts. But Taekwondo is very,
karate
very,
a type?
very different.
Like, is karate's the overall thing?
Yeah, Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, like those are all very specific ones.
I did it for like 2
Ka-
days.
Krav Maga is another one. That's a defensive one. Taekwondo is also a defensive one where you're not really fighting much. You're learning how to like properly react to things. However, I was really good. And like, I don't want to toot my own horn, even though I love doing that. I was very, very, very good. And I'll never forget that the main trainer and the second main trainer who were there, I fought them once. And afterwards, they pulled me aside and they were like, dude, like, good job. And the worst of it all, and I still have my TMJ from it, is when I went to a karate tournament and I fought a black belt holder of another type of karate. But because he never took Taekwondo, he was like a yellow belt, which is like low level, and I was a yellow belt. And so I'm now fighting
Like
a black belt plus a yellow belt. And I came in second place out of the division, second place out of the whole group.
Yeah.
And he won. And before he ended up getting in the the thing or whatever, he punched me with his leg right here. Boom. And my
Are they
jaw-
allowed to hit you in the face?
Well, we have padding all over our face, so he hit me so hard on the padding that it moved my jaw like this, and I was just walking around like that until I had to like crack my jaw back in, and that was the birth of my TMJ. And then the
Ouch.
next day, the trainer, the main coach, Sensei, came to me and was like, "Just so you know, you basically came in first because that was a completely unfair fight, and you absolutely killed it. Like you did a really good job."
So I did karate for like, I think 2 weeks. I went to like a couple classes and I got the outfit. What is it called again?
The gi.
The gi. Mm-hmm. And I learned how to tie it. And I was like, when can I use the nunchucks? And they're like, no.
No, that's way later.
Yeah.
And do you know, Chris, I've never shown you, but I'm very good at using nunchucks.
Well,
I already know, like, boom. I know exactly what it's supposed to do. I know how to swing it and swing it back. Like, I'm really good.
well,
at
I
doing
wanted
it.
to do that in the beginning.
You do not do that. You will
I know. I'll smack
yourself
my face in the but I wanted like that's what I wanted. That's what I thought that it was. I wanted to like be able to do the E Honda like fast hand move, and he's like, okay, now we're gonna learn how to sit.
Yeah, that's
And
the
it's like a whole
beginning.
thing, and I'm
It's
like,
all
oh,
about
God,
You realize
I'm like, I don't have time for this. And
it's
then I'm like,
literally about patience.
I was like, nope, not for me.
I will say
I totally bailed.
that was the most flexible I've ever been, the most athletic that I've ever been in terms of like when I think of athleticism, I think of multiple parts, but also like competition is one of them, and I was very competitive. Of course, you're all going to joke and say I'm competitive now, which I very much am, but I'm talking on a physical level. I used to break like multiple stacks of wood stacked on top of each other, which I always thought was really fun. And I miss it. I absolutely miss that a lot.
You should go back and do it. You can do it when you're older. Go do it. Oh my
Maybe
God.
this is the moment where I decide that I'm going
Cry.
to go back to karate, to taekwondo.
Cry. That is amazing. Yeah, I mean, I need protection. Okay, wait. So
TMJ is terrible.
I'm going to change gears a little bit.
Did you read Doggy Pack?
And
Read it out loud. Sometimes I'm a black belt, but my husband always tells me it clashes with my shoes. Absolutely hysterical. Hashtag modest. Who knew Eliza's some sort of a ninja? I like if someone gets in between me and Chris right now, let's say, out in the world, I think that a lot of that would come out, and I could probably hurt someone. I know how to do it.
Yeah,
I
do
know
it.
How to do it.
Protect your man.
Absolutely protect your man.
I want to just change gears for a hot second
See, I don't even know where the time is, Chris.
and give a
Here,
quick
okay.
update on the.
Thanks, Cry
thanks,
Mars.
Cry. I want to give a quick update on the compound because this week has been
Yes.
a little bit of a week.
Do it because I don't no idea how long these 3 quizzes are going to take. And
Okay.
I had planned to do one before we even get to 9 o'clock, and we're not even there yet.
Okay.
So.
So I thought everything was hunky dory. We were like ready to go, and on Thursday I had to go into the office. So I was like drove in, and already like my Thursday was back-to-back meetings. It was like crazy packed, and normally like my job is a lot of meetings, and so that's kind of normal, but like literally back-to-back throughout the day. Now there was like a second where I had a little bit of a break and I could step out, and I checked my email, and there was this whole email from the bank saying everything is good, we just need the survey. And I'm like, what is like I don't know what a survey, like what survey? And so then I called the closing agent or whatever they're called.
And you're like,
And they're
hi, I'm here for
"Hey,"
the survey.
I'm like, yeah, you guys are doing great.
rate us at 5
Yes.
stars.
So I was like, what do you need? Like, what do you need me to do? And she's like, oh, well, like you need to have the land surveyed or whatever. I was like, okay, but nobody told me this, literally no one. And so I was like, who do I need to call? What do I need to do? And so I call the lawyer. The lawyer says, here's a couple of names. So I call them and they're like, oh, we're booked 6 months out. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not acceptable because I literally want to close yesterday. So
Yeah, Jen, it's a 5-star piece of land. Yes, thumbs up, all good.
So now I'm like in panic mode because I'm like, I just want this to be done. I have so much time invested into managing this process of purchasing this piece of land.
And we're also, by the way, dealing with the still sort of effects of the muskrats, which all is well. Things are great. Oh my God, Eloise, I said the word muskrat. She looked up.
Aw.
We have a cheddar to get, by the way. As you tell the story, I'm going to go get cheddar for Sandy. And I was looking around to see if is cheddar somewhere here. No. But we still are making sure things are good. There's like still,
We
lots
just want to
are
like
going on.
test his everything, test
Yeah.
all the things.
Okay, I'm going to just go get cheddar as you tell the story.
Okay, so I call all of them. They say it's 6 months backed up for scheduling a land survey. And I'm like, okay, well, that's crazy. So finally I get in touch with someone and they say, okay, yeah, we can. One guy was like, oh, it's like way out of my way. I can do it for $5,000. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like, no, but thank you. So finally, I think we found somebody who we scheduled who's supposed to come next week to survey the land. And then the bank says that everything is good otherwise. So it's happening. It's like, I feel like we've had a pretty easy ride up until here, but now it's like crunch time and it's the last thing that has to get done. And it just like was really overwhelming on like literally my worst day of the week. Aw, Cheddar. But literally, if that's the only hiccup that we hit in this, I guess, we did it pretty good. Aw, Cheddar.
Look at Cheddar.
Oh my God.
Oof. Okay, so
yeah, right, Chrissy? No, when he said that, I was like, that's ridiculous. Like, that's a crazy price. So
hold on, I'm caught.
So obviously the person who we did hire is not that expensive, and he seems like he's a super nice guy. Literally, I just need a freaking map. I need a map to send to them, and then we can close.
Charlie Boy says, and this is such a great thing. I swear, after my mess of selling and buying a home last year, I'm totally going to start a business that actually provides all services to buyers and sellers. This garbage of having to do all the legwork to connect all the dots is such a nightmare. Put the lawyers, agents, inspectors, and banners all in one roof. Yes!
Charlie Boy, I hear you. That would be a blockbuster business, because it's like, how much stuff have I coordinated?
Yeah, everything.
I literally have a whole folder of, and this isn't even a freaking house. This is just dirt. We're literally just buying dirt.
We're buying dirt and bugs.
We're buying dirt and a poop hole. Mm-hmm. There's literally just a septic.
Dirt, poop hole, bugs, poop hole, and paw pond.
Yeah, and so I have a whole folder of inspections and the lawyer and the title and the what else do they have? The bank stuff. Blood, sweat, and tears.
Next thing they're going to ask for is Eloise, and then that's a hard no for me.
No, they're going to ask for the firstborn.
And you do have to pay all these people so much, too. And, yeah, wait, who was it? Yes, Deb, earlier I was scrolling before I got Cheddar about taking karate classes because they have like adult school and stuff. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned. So, Chris,
just make dinner before you go, because I don't want all of that responsibility. Like, you can go make dinner, eat, then I can relax and you can go do karate. Or I can do karate and then like I can break blocks. I want to break a block.
I think that those blocks, they're probably like balsa wood that they buy. And then you're like a 5-year-old who like cracks it with your heel and you're like, yeah. And it's like, they're behind you, behind the person as they're holding it. They're like,
they probably broke it beforehand, and then they just glued it together with like a snippet.
But I will say it does feel really cool. Chris, I want to show my previously highlights thing because I think it's going to be fun.
Okay.
This video is from the first time we played Gartic Phone. And I have to tell you, folks, it is not an easy thing to do to showcase a highlight reel with Gartic Phone. It's near impossible because the way Gartic Phone breaks the things up, and the jokes that are kind of like reliant on you need to know what the first one was to know what the bottom one is. I'm realizing to tell a story inside of these highlights is near impossible. So there's I think I added only one line that Chris wrote or someone wrote about barium farts in this highlight reel. Other than that, everything else is whatever what is fine. The normal stuff. But I found that Gartic Phone is very, very, very difficult to do any highlights with.
Well, if anyone can do it, you can do it. And welcome, Travesty. Thanks for following.
Thank you for following, Travesty78. Welcome to the channel. We hope you have a good time here. We're just about to show a video of some previous footage that I've combined and kind of put a highlight on a prior episode. We are currently on episode 186. This episode that we're about to watch, the 2 minutes of.
Oh my God, Cheddar is eating my one patch that says not food. Cheddar, are you serious?
That's very funny.
This is the one that Cheddar is eating. Literally says not food. Really, Cheddar?
So this is a highlight of episode 175, which was the first time that we played Gartic Phone. And remember, this is previously recorded footage. All right, so just mute over there, Chris. Hold on.
Which one is it?
No, not in cameras only. No, it's in play a video. It's in the
Where?
play,
Here?
the one that says play video. Yeah.
And then what is it called?
Episode highlight.
Elias, I can't think on the fly right now. But we're getting followers as we're being a dumpster. So
Plus V
Thank you.
canal. Thank you
plus
for following.
no plus TV
I said plus.
plus V. No,
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
don't know.
plus TV.
Okay, figure this out. We're waiting.
I'm focusing, Elias. I'm focusing.
I would like to show the hard work that I put into this edit. While Chris is doing that, I will share with you all what the 3 different quizzes that we're going to do tonight are. So listen. Is it working? Do we have audio? Nope, nothing.
I don't
There's
honestly.
no
I don't.
sound, no audio or video. No audio on video. Yeah, that.
I forget what we did to add it. I'm like so confused. Didn't we have a source on here?
No, I mean, all it's doing is pulling it in from here. I mean, we can do it tomorrow. I don't have to show it today.
Yeah, let's do it tomorrow because I don't want to just troubleshoot. I'm sorry, Elias.
All right. No worries. So,
But we can go to the patch.
well, yeah, but okay. I mean, go. Yeah, do it. Now I'm thrown off. Do it.
Can you give me some music, please? Folks, I didn't think that the patch was going to happen today, but I delivered. So the patch for today is related to, okay, I didn't know what I wanted to make. And, so is the battery? Oh no. The battery's dead on this? Jeez Louise. I didn't know what I wanted to make. And so I went back in the book and I found a line that I said should be a patch. I don't know who suggested it or under what conditions I came up with this line, but I think it's great. I think it totally fits with the theme tonight. And here it is. So this is the one that we'll give away to someone in the community tonight. It says, no thinking required, and it's a sleeping brain. There were no edits on this one. This is the first stitch of it. And this is...
Steve, I think it's because you need to select them as animated. They're a different one. They're 2 different emotes.
10,953 stitches, 20 minutes to stitch. If anybody remembers where this line of thinking came from, can you go to the book, Elias? It's like in there. Where it came from, I would love to know. I totally don't remember saying this, but no thinking required was a patch, and I think it's hysterical. And it's totally, yes, Charlie boy, it's totally perfect for tonight because we have trivia night.
Why did we skip a page?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my God, I can't look at, did you, wait.
What? I didn't do anything.
Okay.
So there's no edits on this one, but hey, Pete, this is
Hey, Pete.
the giveaway for tonight, and then I've got one for the board.
Pete, quick trivia question. Let's see if you get this. Oh, you think he's going to get this? What year was the Predator supposed to come back to kill me or fight me after the agreement that I made with God? What is that sentence? Do you remember, Pete? We're going to do 1 o'clock right now because I need me some wine, and then we're going to go to trivia. And yes, Pete, OG Steve loves Evil Dead. I know you love Evil Dead.
It was episode 175. Here, look, I'll show what.
Episode 175, the episode that I want to show my edits on.
Episode 175, no thinking required patch. I don't know where it came from.
Because of the Gardic phone that I guess the game doesn't require any thinking?
I don't know. I can't remember.
No, Pete, you're a decade off. Are you even my brother? Maybe Pete's an imposter. I don't know.
We'll never know.
Okay, so let's do 1 o'clock, which I'm realizing. Oh, I just abruptly stopped that.
Yeah, and I just like the texture on my brain.
That looks like Brain from.
Like Crag?
Yeah, no. Brain from
What?
Turtles, from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I thought his name was Crag.
Wasn't it Brain?
No, that's Brain from Pinky and the Brain.
Oh, right.
Look it up.
Look
it up. I want to know.
I will. Can I Brain from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Krang. It's Krang.
Krang, that's what I said.
No, I said Crag,
I'm just
and Paul said Krang.
I'm realizing, Chris, we do not have the wine over here, which is fine. It's fine.
What?
It's no big deal.
Terrible. Okay. I'll let it slide, though.
Krang the Brain. That's what it was. Krang. This is...
Why was he in that stomach, though?
No, it was...
No, he rode in the stomach of that zombie man.
Yeah.
It was like that is the birthplace of ruminated gut. You literally are thinking through your stomach.
Yeah, exactly. Chapelet, or Chapelet, I don't know.
Chapelet.
Chapelet. I don't know what Chapelet is, but this is, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is the wine. It's from Mountain Cuvée, and there's actually a story about this, but I'm going to skip the story because
Wait, I want to
time.
say the story. I experienced it.
I just don't know how much time all three are going to take. That's my thing.
It's Friday night. We have all the time in the world.
Okay. Go for it.
And if we cut one of the quizzes, then...
Oh, no.
Okay, then